Hi there, Kim Conway, Chairman of your Board of Selectmen, candidate for re-election. This is the second segment in my three-part series of focusing on some of the great things that are going on in Billerica. Today you'll notice I'm standing in the center. As you undoubtedly have seen as you come from the mall into the center, we've done a wonderful job with the streetscape that's going on here. One of the reasons I've chosen this setting for this segment is because this really represents what I am focusing on. Moving Billerica forward, continuing to improve Billerica while maintaining the character and the history of our town. Look around. As you drive through, you'll see what a beautiful setting we have. We have the authentic looking gas lamps. We have the wide sidewalks. We have the greenscape as you drive through. You have the artscape from the high school students. We want to keep Billerica moving forward. We want to continue to improve it. And this is a great example of that. We hope to start something similar to this from Town Hall North next year. Speaking of improvements, during the past 3 years, as the chairman of the Street Acceptance Committee, I lobbied for a streamlined street acceptance application process which town meeting approved. Thank you, town meeting. As a result, we have sponsored over 50 streets that were overwhelmingly approved by town meeting. Prior to this, it was nearly impossible for homeowners to get their streets accepted. What does it mean to get your street accepted? Well, it entitles them to proper support from Billerica to maintain the streets they live on. Without being accepted, it makes it difficult for them. During our last Street Acceptance Committee meeting, we had over 35 attendees that were all there to ensure their streets were accepted and to push us to move faster. Unfortunately, these people have been ignored for so many years. I am pleased to be able to help them. Traffic has always been a challenge for us here in the center. When I ran for Board of Selectmen 3 years ago, I promised you that I would listen to the experts, that I would take their inputs, I would challenge them, I would have discussions, but I would weigh heavily on the recommendations from the experts. The traffic going into the center simply wasn't safe the way it was. Shortly after joining the Board of Selectmen, I'm pleased to say we brought back the traffic experts, the traffic engineers, the people who are trained professionals. We listened to them and we were able to change the traffic pattern in the center to frankly make it much more safe. How did I contribute to this? I did what I told you I would do 3 years ago. I listened to the experts, I challenged them, I asked questions, and in the end we made a very good informed decision. I don't pretend that I'm a traffic engineer. Lastly, one of the most important areas I've focused on over the last 3 years is mixed-use redevelopment. Mixed-use redevelopment is really just adjusting zoning on specific areas within town that allows for a mix of residential and commercial. Essentially, it allows us to meet the needs of the younger professionals to live, work, play in the same area. A good example is 3rd Ave in Burlington, where you have a mix of housing, dining, and entertainment, all walkable. This is really, really important to our young professionals. Wasn't like this when I was that age, but we have to change and we have to adjust, and the town has to change and adjust to these younger professionals. Again, focusing on how we move Billerica forward, how we improve while maintaining the character and the history of our town. I've personally spoken to numerous high-end businesses around town, and they stress how important this live, work, play mentality is to their young professionals. We've recently been able to attract some great businesses to town, like Clear Motion, and expansions like EMD Serrano. And they've been adamant with us how important these mixed-use redevelopment is for their future professionals. And remember, as we're successful at attracting new businesses or growing businesses within Billerica, it reduces the burden of taxes on our homeowners. While it's primarily the Planning Board's responsibility to oversee mixed-use redevelopment, they will have final approval on any projects that come to town. The Board of Selectmen is responsible for setting the vision and the outlook for what mixed-use and economic development should and will look like for the town. Thank you for listening and watching. This is the second in a 3-part series. Again, my name is Kim Conway. If you like what you hear, like what you see, like what's going on in Billerica, please vote for me, Kim Conway, on April 6th. Thank you.